UVA's League of Legends tournament.
Yep.
What do you think we're going to see? Game 2, after that insanely long game, we started at around 9 o'clock. Not 9 o'clock.
No, we started around like 10.
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah, wait. I really sorry. I was doing something at 9 o'clock. My bad. We started around 10 o'clock, 10:15. It's now 11:30.
Alright.
What do you think we're going to be seeing out of the second game?
I don't know. I feel like Team Yamato, with that comp they had, they should have won. They just didn't play it. Which was really sad because they had the game control up until that point when they just didn't follow the game plan and burst down the carries and kill the rest of the team. Another thing to note. Dictator Sue's Winion were using a sub. Monty, the AD carry, the Jinx from the last game, was actually the sub. Their actual AD carry is High Buddy, and he is, has been their AD carrier throughout the season. So, maybe we'll see something different out of him, maybe not, but we'll have to see. Just another X factor to throw into the pit now.
Well, we'll have to see. Right now, a lot of targeted bans coming out from that last game. Well, not a lot. It's mainly just the talent of the Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
I always I don't know.
I don't know. The talent did just decimated them early in mid-game.
Yeah, and it doesn't look as though Dictator Sue's minions want to deal with that Cho'Gath in the top lane, or even at all. That was just really annoying. It was just really annoying for Wandig.
Yeah, and if you're not going to choose a strong laner against the Cho'Gath in the early game, he is going to eventually just sit in lane, let his passive do his work, and ultimately wear and tear you down until you have to back and he's still in lane.
Right now,
I'm really curious to see what their first pick's going to be. If they're going to choose the Veigar, if they're going to go for a jungle pick.
The Veigar really wasn't able to provide too much pressure in the mid lane. It allowed Pyrex Shadow to just roam around and get kills on the side lanes, and they really did pay a lot as a result of that. I don't think we're going to be seeing such a passive mid laner come out from them again. And if they do, they really do need to have a lot more jungle pressure onto Pyrex Shadow, otherwise he's just going to be absolutely insane. And Cableman is going to be locking in the Vi for his team right now.
Yeah, and there's that pressure that you're talking about. Vi, very good ganker. Even without her ulti, she will have a very strong early gank. And what I do like about Vi that differs from the Jarvan, Jarvan somewhat fall off of the meta due to the nerf on his flag, that he doesn't get that armor anymore. Vi is actually very good in the tank meta, although some people may not want to believe it. Her W, you just have to change the build. Most of the times people would max her Q for the, just the simple base damage from it.
Mobility,
Yeah, the mobility to base damage. But her W actually does percentage health damage. In the new tank meta that is, been becoming popular, she is, somewhat of a counter for those tank picks. She's also able to use her ult to lock down those people. What I'm very curious about is that Dictator Sue did not pick the Morgana support, which is a direct counter to Vi. I'm curious to see if Team Yamato is going to pick it up now. And that they do.
A lot of picks coming out. Hi, buddy. Picking up the Sivir too. So, last game, they had that Righteous Glory. This time, they're just going to have it again, except it's going to be on Sivir Ultimate. And I really do like it because it's a lot more flexible than Righteous Glory. Finite, last time he did go with Spell Thief's Edge, so he didn't get the Talisman of Ascension. But do you think that we're going to be seeing it come out for him just? Well, not Finite specifically. It's actually going to be PVC Master. But do you think he's going to be getting that just so they have that second movement speed buff coming out from them?
Honestly, I feel like Sivir is very good in the fact that you're able to make an immobile team mobile. With the team they have right now, Sona being very squishy and immobile, Xin Zhao being, has that, what's it called? I can't find it. His Audacious Charge, to, somewhat be the gap closer, but no real other mobility other than having someone to jump to. So I really like the Sivir with, the synergy that she's going to provide for Sona to be able to cut around, give shields, give health. The Xin Zhao being able to get that extra move speed to get into the fight too.
Yeah, right now, late September, just hovering over that Lissandra. That's going to give him a lot of lockdown potential, and that's really one of the reasons why we see a lot of Lissandras in the top lane. Maybe not too much right now because of the amount of tanks running around, especially with the Smite being run on the top lane. You usually see a lot of Hekarims or Shyvanas just to get that jungle pressure as well as a little bit of extra tankiness. You get Skirmisher Saber actually, when you smite someone, the damage that they do to you is actually reduced by 25%. And you know what, M-Pen locking in the Vigar for his team again, so we're going to be seeing Cableman back on that champion.
Ooh, and I feel like that Lissandra is a direct pick for Urgot. Urgot is definitely going top lane. Huandi has been just disgusting on that champion in the top lane. So Lissandra being somewhat of the same kind of build where she's able to poke, CC, and harass in the lane. I feel like that's the reason they chose her. She also provides a lot of that CC that you were talking about. And I'm really curious to see if Pyrrhic Shadow locks in this Katarina. Because it could either go two ways. Katarina will simply jump, spin, and kill everyone on their team within 5 seconds, or she's going to get severely locked down. Morgana Bind, the Condemn, the Frozen Tomb, so many things for her to be locked down and CC'd with, which is just going to be very hard to find that window of opportunity to be able to get in there and get her resets.
Yeah, it may have been an oversight on their part. We'll have to see how it does end up playing out. What you have to remember is that when Juan D does use the ultimate onto someone, that is essentially a small amount of time where Katarina can get her entire combination off without really any sort of without any sort of defense from the enemy team, because they have to travel that distance, and they're most likely going to be dealing with Juan D in the middle of their team.
Yeah, I do have one question for you. Me, myself, not playing Urgot a lot. Does Morgana's Black Shield actually cancel his ult? I know it doesn't change the buffs and all that kind of nerfs that his ult is associated with, but does it actually physically displace them if they have the Black Shield?
What I think is I believe that you'll still be displaced at the end of it, but you won't be locked down. That's what I think. That's actually a really good question, because I know that if you were to use QSS while you're getting ulted by Urgot, the change will happen immediately. You'll be swapped immediately. So, since the way Morgana's Black Shield works, is just stop CC altogether. You just may not be able to get locked down by it.
Okay.
So here's what happens. Black Shield will prevent the suppression, but if the channel completes, the target will still be moved.
Okay. So they'll be able to. Okay, yeah. So the counterplay is going to be the Black Shield whoever uses his ult on, have that suppression, and basically make sure that channel does not complete in order to counter it. Correct?
Yeah. Just a quick thing. I actually made a mistake. Quicksilver Sash does stop the displacement as well.
Okay, so a good amount of counterplay coming out. Yeah, I mean, what do you think about the synergy of the teams? If we were to discuss win conditions, what do you think they would be?
For
either team. So let's just start with Team Yamato. Starting with Cableman's team.
Cableman. Well, if you look on their team, their team fight potential is just so powerful. With the Lissandra and the Morgana, there's so much lockdown potential, and really, there's no true tank on the side of Dictator Sue's Winions. When that Vayne gets rolling, it's gonna be so easy for her to just melt through people, and since M-Pens, you really just build straight tank on Vi. You can build. I mean, you don't always build straight tank on Vi, but even if you do,
Yeah, I mean,
the damage you do is absolutely insane. Regardless, you're able to outdo a lot of people, even coming out to late game.
Yeah, for
so there's not
tournament
really too much to worry about.
Vi is not damage. Solo queue Vi can be damage.
Yeah. So really, the win condition for them is just like go for those team fights. You have so much lockdown with the Event Horizon, with Sandra, almost all of her skills, and the Soul Shackles from Morgana. There's so much defense. There's so much room for defense for Poso Pro. He should be fairly safe despite getting up close and personal. Meanwhile, on the red team, Dictator Suzwinians, they have really bad siege potential, and they're really gonna have to look for those team fights. And what I stated previously before was the amount of CC that Team Yamato has, it's going to be really difficult for Peric Shadow to even get the resets off. The minute he jumps in, he's just going to be locked down and killed so quickly. And that may just be the makings of a pick composition. They'll have so much single target damage with the Urgot, with the Zinzao, and the Katarina that they'll just start running through individual members at a time.
Alright, well, time for Skin Wars and PvC
also,
Master.
Scrubber Duck, you never said. Which one of us sounds like Olaf the Snowman? I'm actually interested. Is it me, or is it... wow, I forgot your name.
Like, is it Austin?
What's your summoner name? Your summoner name!
Austin Dragneel.
That's your summoner name?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Fairy Tail, dude.
Dude, I know.
I love that anime.
I just finished the arc where they fought dragons.
Oh, the big Fairy Tail games?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dude, that was
I just finished that arc.
Alright, so while we have this awkward, like, we're somewhat in the game yet, we haven't loaded the spectator game.
Yeah. While I was trying to figure out which arc I was watching, kind of just went through loading screen, so we'll get that Skin Wars we'll get that Skin Wars after they're done loading in. So, on the blue team for Team Yamato, we're going to be seeing regular Lysandra, that is Final Boss Vigar. I believe that is, I don't know the exact name, but that's like Robotic Morgana.
I mean, I feel like I can just go ahead and stop this right here. They have the Crab God.
Oh, did not even see that. Okay.
They have the Crab God. I feel like they got the Skin War already.
DJ Sona has nothing on giant enemy Crab Gods. It is the only skin for Urgot. If you have any other skin, then you're a failure.
Ooh, this could be dangerous. What's the
yeah, Poso Pro.
Does he start? Oh, instant flash.
Flashing immediately, and now this is just so good for that bottom lane of Dictator Suzwinians. They are able to put so much they're going to be able to put so much pressure.
The counter face pressure.
What are you doing, man? He's gonna
the binding
dodges the dark binding. What is happening? Oh, he's just laughing now. He's just laughing. He's like
So this plays on both parts.
That's why Crab got laugh.
I feel like Poser Pro didn't need to flash. The only... Oh, there's the pause. Well, the only reason why I would have had her flash if it's FY Knight flashed onto her.
Yeah, bit of an insight. I guess he just did not want to have a chance of dying. But the thing is, now that Poso Pro doesn't have his flash, this is just going to enable Kai Buddy and PvC Master to put so much pressure onto him in that lane, knowing that he doesn't have an escape for another 5 minutes.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, there we go.
A summoner has disconnected.
My goodness. Yeah, I mean, what did Vayne even start? We probably could tell. Yeah, she even started Tumble. She could have just tumbled away.
Apparently, okay, I believe you have chat disabled. Actually, it was apparently Vayne Poso Pro was lagging when he spotted everyone, so he just flashed away as the defensive move did.
Ah.
Yeah.
A summoner has reconnected.
Well, rip.
Yeah, UVA internet OP. Not as bad
A
as
summoner
Rutgers
has
internet, however.
reconnected.
I mean, college internet's OP.
Georgia Tech. I visited my friend there, and their internet is godlike.
Really.
It's it's absolutely insane. It's actually
Like
like
it's
the
LAN
fifth
quality?
fastest college internet in the country.
Damn. Well, I'm
Clearly,
sorry, guys.
what-
I'm
what-
transferring.
Basically, like what you guys got from that story is to transfer to Georgia Tech
yeah.
for that sweet, sweet
For league.
internet.
For league for internet.
League for internet. Like, I'm
king
here on
country.
a league scholarship. I am bronze 5, but I am really
Man, you're
challenger.
bronze?
I'm
Damn,
just
I'm
held
only
down
silver.
by my team.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so we're rolling as FY Knight has cleverly said. Level 1's looking pretty standard, a little give and take from both sides.
Yep, nothing. Well, we did see early game aggression from both teams. Neither of
Yeah.
them were able to get a kill.
I'm
However-
sad that binding didn't. Like, if that binding had landed, that would have definitely been first blood.
Possibly. One Deeg, able to survive. He's gonna have the flash still available as well. Right now. Oh, there it is. Ow, no, okay. Sorry about that. My headset actually got tangled up. So I couldn't hear anyone.
It happens.
So,
Alright, so PPC Master being aggressive in lane as usual, as most Sonas are.
and meanwhile, pretty standard lanes coming out. We're gonna have to see if the bottom lane, Yamato is able to capitalize on Posto Pro's immobility. They're zoning around very heavily right now, so it's exactly what they're doing. Meanwhile, one Deeg in the top lane has the blast just so he can sustain it. Oh, nice start finding me in the sidestep right there.
Bindings are just not landing. That's why you pick Morgana in this bot lane. It seems the skill shots for one's land makes me shut up, but his skill shots so far have not been that great. Missed a couple bindings here and there, and in that last game the Blitzcrank's pulls weren't as solid as I wanted them to be.
PVC Master just gonna need watch that. Oh, Fire Shadow in that mid lane. Right now, not a lot of action going down. I don't really expect too much, especially in that mid lane. That's really just gonna be a farm fest for Fire Shadow. He's just gonna try and survive as best as possible until level 6 when he gets that ultimate. Meanwhile, Posto Pro's doing very well for himself in that bottom lane, despite falling behind in CS. Vayne is already going to be one of those 80 carries that doesn't have a lot of early game presence, and the fact that he doesn't have flash as well is just going to add a lot more pressure on top of that. So even if he does fall behind on CS, he'll definitely be that strong late game monster.
Yeah, and it's especially hard against the Sivir, whose, essentially job in the early game is to just use her boomerangs to push in that enemy laner to deny that CS. And especially with the very aggressive support in PvP. Oh, it's ganking the top lane, actually.
Yeah, he's just gonna have that glacial path to walk away, but late September though, not getting
Is he gonna flash?
too far
Oh, he
away.
does flash.
Is going in, he's able to survive though. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, there's a condemn, knocking High Bunny away. Posto Pro very low.
I don't know. It's so hard, especially honestly, they probably knew they were gonna pick Sona, just due to PVC Master's nature. Honestly, would have liked to see maybe a Nami or
PVC Master again. The Dark Bind needs to be careful.
See, but the thing is, he still has plenty of mana, so they're just gonna be able to heal that up. Like, the only way I see to counter Sona is through forcing really hard engage, or just healing as much as they do.
The problem with that Morgana pick in that bottom lane is that while it it is a fairly aggressive. You just need to hit that one dark binding, and that's just a chunk of damage right there. But it's not as in your face as say a Leona or an Alistar. And right now in the bottom lane, Mpan is gonna be looking for something. Posto needs to be careful. He's getting very low, and actually that's just gonna be Mpan backing away. He will be able to take out that ward placed by High Buddy, and Mpan actually walking away.
Ships in the night.
Yeah.
And Veigar actually backs, and there's a huge deficit in CS. 38 to 53 in this mid lane. Purific Shadow is roaming down level 6, and this is not good. They do have the Tri-Bush rewarded, so they'll be able to spot him out. This could be very dangerous. They're both really low, and I would have liked to see High Buddy push that lane a little bit more.
Fire Shadow with the roam. He's just gonna be able to take out that pink ward, but he is level 6. And which is really nice, though. They forced Posto away. They can actually pressure this dragon if they wanted to. They're not gonna go for him, though.
Yeah, the CS deficits right now are really really big. Vayne's at 29, Sivir's at 52, Veigar's at 44, Katarina's at 58.
Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of what happened last game, where Yamato team, they had a huge CS advantage, but now it's on the other foot. It seems as though Red team seems to have a CS advantage overall. Maybe if this does go to game 3, we're going to see Dictator Sue's falling behind in CS again.
No, Dictator Sue is actually ahead in CS. Red team is Dictator Sue's minion.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying. Okay, I'll let you know. Oh no, you are correct.
Yeah.
That's my fault. That is my fault. No wait, no, I was correct. I was correct. Stop. you.
Sorry.
Get out of my head. Oh well, Fine Knight taking that blue buff. PVC Master just forcing away. Oh god, trying to get that dark binding, but Pozo rolled so much damage onto him that the Black Shield came out a little bit too late, and the damage is already done. They cannot afford to fall that far behind in the lane. And the fact that Pozo Pro picks up a Vamp Scepter, he's not going to be able to do too much in terms of dueling in that lane, especially compared to High Buddy with the BF sword. He's just gonna have to try and sustain in that lane as best as possible.
And level 6 is about to be reached by both teams. He's already down on experience. They've been able to zone him off hard enough that he's actually down a level on both laners. And this might be a dive, I don't know. I feel like if Sona would have used her crescendo, landed that would have been an easy kill in the bot lane.
Just gonna wait for it. They actually still there, and
that's a really good combo. Flash out, Shumpo.
He'll be able to survive.
Yeah.
And now that they know that the Vi ultimate is down, this could be a really aggressive move by Pirate Shadow. He is level 8 compared to the level 7 of Cable Man. Not going to mean too much in terms of how he goes in, but Pirate Shadow needs to be careful. That's a lot of damage down on him. Event Horizon going down. He's just going to jump over it before it's going to stun him. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, PVC Master and High Buddy take that bottom lane tower.
Yeah, and what I really want to see out of this right now is, I mean, Urgot's not too strong right now. He'll be able to farm. What I really want to see is Late Sundermer being able to push out this lane, because she obviously can push out an Urgot really easy with her, with her Ice Shard being on, 3-second cooldown. She can push that lane out very hard. I'd love to see her get some roams or some CG ganks to try and get other lanes ahead. Because her whole row is, get people fed, get the CC, get the roams, lock people down. And I feel like her early game compared to Urgot's late game is going to be such a, he's missing out on such a good opportunity for this right now.
PVC Master just going to put down some vision for his team. And with that bottom lane going down, this is just going to allow the combination of Sivir Sona to rotate over to the mid lane and put so much damage, so much pressure onto that tower. It's already down to half health. Hi Buddy though, stunned up by the Event Horizon. He will be able to survive. They're only taking a couple of auto attacks from that. By the way, happy birthday one last time. It's almost 12 o'clock and your birthday's over. It doesn't matter, we're already 22.
It's alright. Yeah, this tower's going down, and Sivir ultimate pop.
Yeah, Finite getting that. Oh, a nice crescendo on the KO man. He's going to fall into first blood. That's one of the longer first bloods that we've seen.
Yeah, 11 minutes into the game, FY Knight flashing and securing that kill with a Flash Smite ultimate. And already 2 turrets down. Lissandra had to back. Urgot's getting some damage on this top tower.
Oh, meanwhile, PC Master caught up by Posto Pro. Exhaust going down onto him so he will not take too much damage. No crescendo for the lockdown, and Vayne is just going to have that final hour to walk away.
Yeah, and she's just not the level where, you know, she has a Vamp Scepter. She's not going to do much damage at all to a support, even if it's the Sona. Oh, and Deep Go Deep's is dead.
Aw, that is just unfortunate. Pyrrhic Shadow getting a kill, and this is that's going to be the first of many kills for Pyrrhic Shadow this game. You really only need to get that one kill onto Katarina, and it's just going to snowball out of control if they're not careful. And look at the vision control that Dictator Sue's Winions has right now. So much.
Yeah, they have the entire bot lane ward, almost the entire bot lane jungle, top lane jungle.
Yeah, they're so safe from anything that Yamato comes out from them. 1D popping the ultimate on the late September. Pyrrhic Shadow with the roam as well. They're looking for a kill. He's going for it. There's the ultimate used by late September to keep himself alive. There's
I don't know if that
as well. 1D
good.
just taking down to half health. Mpan not going to be able to put further
That's why Knight is here. They're pushing the wave. He's right on the side. They'll spot him out. Giving him a drop to the Event Horizon, but it looks like they'll just be able to take this tower.
Yeah, we also see Finite just forcing away Mpan for now. They'll be able to take this tower, and that is just going to be all 3 outer towers going down for Yamato. Not Yamato, Dictator Zeus Winions. They are a lot more organized compared to the last game.
Yeah, this is looking like actual LCS game where people are not concerned with the kills.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, to a fault. To a fault.
No, it's a joke, guys.
But yeah, no, they're doing an excellent job just getting those towers, rotating in the right times, right positions, pushing the lanes out. You know, 2 kills down, but already 3 towers gone, and a dragon. Their objective control is on point.
And 1 minute until the next dragon has spawned. Are we going to be seeing Dictator Zeus could just continue this aggressive movement, or are we going to be seeing Yamato coming in with the comeback?
I mean, they do have the scaling on their side, I'll give them that. So, essentially they can lock down Pyrrhic Shadow, Urgot's going to scale, Sivir's going to scale, but she's really only there for utility. FY Knight's going to scale pretty hard, but not compared to the Veigar, the Vayne.
Yeah, they even force away Vayne in that lane. They don't put any damage onto him, but the pressure they're applying. Oh wait, what is happening? Late September has the bomb down on him. He has that glacial.
Oh, great ultimate by
reversing position reverser, and now late September he's trying to escape. Can he do it? That's the flash, and a nice missile will be getting this kill.
The Crab God is OP. Great timing on that ultimate to stop that glacial path, locking her down and preventing her from getting away. Dragon coming out now.
I don't know what happened with late September right there, but he just stood there as the Urgot put so much damage onto him, and that's 1D getting his first kill of the game.
Honestly, I just feel like he just didn't respect the Crab God.
He didn't respect the Crab God.
The God.
The God, oh my god. Well, Mpan in that bottom lane. The corrosive charge does miss.
It looks like Sivir is rotating down. She might take that red buff. It is up.
Ooh, Cable Man He's gonna be running to the top lane. Juan D in a
breaker.
bad position. He's in a 2-1 situation. Can he get a kill? M-Pan.
Oh, the revenge.
Oh, nope. Will not be able to get it. It's just go over to the Vi.
Yeah, just like the rotation from Dictator 2's minions is just really good. They got half the damage down on both tier 2s in the mid and bot. They're not going to be able to do too much as they rotate down. Teleport's coming down from Lissandra to try and flank them from behind.
On the hunt use as well. The Dark Binding locked him in place. He had the spell shield, but it didn't go down in time. They take that second tier, bottom lane tower, or whoever. So the goal lead is continuing to agree. What is Late September doing? He just walked into the middle of the enemy team. Finite going straight off the Poso Pro. He's not gonna die. He has to heal to keep himself alive. But deep God, he's gonna die. That's gonna be a double kill onto Katarina already. Triple kill onto Ferric Shadow.
Can he get the quad? Siverd's also already used the Shempo. It's not going to get there in time.
I'm so confused as to what just happened with Late September right there. He just walked into the middle of 4 members, and he's forced to use his ultimate on himself to even stay alive. Even that wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think what happened is he teleported behind them to attempt to flank. You know, a good idea since he is Lissandra being able to lock down almost an entire team by herself. However, the fight went so wrong that he went into that side rush in the bot lane and he didn't expect it to be warded. It was warded, they were just waiting for her to use her Glacial Shroud, and were able to lock her down.
One of the main problems with that method of approach is the fact that Late September would be forced to use his ultimate on himself instead of a key member like High Buddy. They knew that his spell shield was down. However, since he had to hold himself just to even stay alive for that actual flank, even if it hadn't worked out nicely, they would have that would have just allowed High Buddy to walk away and continue outputting damage. What they need for that strat to even work is the Zhonya's to come out from him. And right now he's building both Zhonya's and Rod of Ages at the same time.
Yeah, there's 2 parts of an item that are both incomplete. Honestly, I feel like he needs to choose one or the other.
By High Buddy. Vault Breaker being channeled. I'm actually a little bit confused. I think he could have turned around onto that Sivir. Maybe. Possibly.
He might have, but again, he doesn't have the items yet, and he is going the greedy build. He has a phage already. I don't know if that's the right choice.
Yeah, you really need a front line. That's something that they're severely lacking in. If she does end up going Trinity Force, then that's just going to mean the rest of Dictator 2 just steamrolling. They are so strong right now, especially Ferric Shadow with 4 kills. I said it in the beginning when she got the first kill. This is just the gate opening up for the Katarina. Once you let it open, the water is just going to be flooding on through.
Nope, Sivir ultimate pops. Sona's going in, lands a Q empowered auto attack.
Now they're not able to get anything out of that ultimate, so just a small cooldown that they have to work around. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Juan D is just alone there, farming it up, putting so much pressure onto them that they can't really do anything about it. Late September doesn't have his ultimate, doesn't have his teleport available, so when the fights go down, it's gonna be a 4v4, and there's really nothing that Yamato team can do in that situation.
Yeah, honestly, what my approach for what they should be doing right now is ward up, clear their jungle, make sure there's no wars around, and play it safe. Wave clear, let the Bane scale, let the Veigar scale, and just wait for your team to get strong to catch up in gold, rather than trying to force all these fights.
Now, right now, really deep vision control by Dictator 2. They spotted out everyone, and Deep God is taken down very quickly by Finite. Deep God, he's going down. Nothing to save Posto from the wrath of PvP Master. A lot of damage. He's gonna be stunned up by the Event Horizon. Finite backing away right there. But now, Caveman's in a bad situation. He could easily get dived on by the rest.
Yeah, Lissandra is rotating down though, so this.
Oh, Finite stunned up by that. Oh no, my god, Late September. He's staying on very quickly by Ferric Shadow. Assault Battery going very far down on him. He's able to survive for so long. He gets the double kill. Unfortunately, Primordial Burst by Cableman will be taking him down.
And there's going to be no one to defend this. All they need to do is, they might be able to get it if this mini wave hurries up, but they're also low.
I would be I wouldn't be surprised to see Captain Boots come out from someone on Dictator Stews just so they can get the minion waves there faster. In those situations. It's a long stretch for that to even happen, but...
Yeah, so we're approaching the 10k gold mark, where they are actually almost ahead by 10k gold. Von Dag, oh, he's gonna land Acid Hunter.
One last auto attack, and he takes another tower in that top lane. 6 towers to 0. All of the outer towers have fallen as well. Von Dag is going to fall. Who's gonna get a kill? Is he gonna get a kill into someone though? With
no.
December? No. That's just gonna kill onto him.
But that is gonna pull them all over the top lane and give the dragon to Dictator Stews Minions yet again.
This is a completely different Dictator Stews team. They are so organized and coordinated. Oh, there's 3 members onto Juan Dig. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted because we just got another dragon. Oh, you're going to be pushing in that top lane? No, we're going to be pushing your bottom lane as well. Take that tower, and we're going to rotate to mid lane and pressure that as well. They're so coordinated in this game compared to last game that it's absolutely scary.
And honestly, I just feel like it started with a vision. They had absolutely no worry, they had no fear because both the top and bottom jungles were fully warded, so if any rotations came into play, they were ready to react to it. That's how they've been able to rotate so well and get all these objectives without any response from Team Yamato.
22 minutes in a 10,000 gold lead in their favor. What can Yamato do at this point? And with Trinity Force being completed by Empan, he's not going to be able to survive in those fights.
No, they, how much is a Trinity Force? What, 3,300? That could have been a random.
No, it's even further. It's even higher. It's definitely more expensive.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's one of the most expensive items in the game.
Yeah,
give me that.
One of them.
That could have been a Randuin's.
Sure.
Most of their damage is AD, except for the Katarina, which is AP. But get your support to start building the locket. Get your Randuin's Omen so you can deal with the other 3 members on the team.
3,700.
Yeah, so I feel like just too greedy of a build choice, and it's gonna leave her, pardon my French, but screwed for some of these fights.
I believe the most expensive item is...
Oh,
that. There it is. Merc Scepter, 3,800 gold. Oh, wait. Nope. My bad. Nope, I was correct. 3,800 gold. And that is... Merc Scepter.
Did you see Meister get caught out? Yep, there's the ult. The Glacial Path was used, so late September, they might want to keep poking. Oh,
yeah, but again, late September, and there's On the Hunt being popped as well. Finite, he's going to get stunned up by the Event Horizon. He's taking a lot of damage from that tower. That's still going to be PvC Master falling.
Yeah, a little bit of a misplay from Dictator Stews Minions. PvC Master underestimating the Veigar damage. They're getting a little too close, and actually High Body getting caught out. Katarina's going to spin on her.
The damage coming out from Pyrex Shadow. He gets the kill. He's going to get the reset. Oh, so true! Oh my god, the Ignite's ticking. Can he survive? No, he can. That damage was insane.
Yeah, I mean, and if you look at her items, she has Abyssal Scepter, she has Haunting Guise, and a Death Cap on top of it. It's defensive.
During that bit of fight, that was only the Rabadons and Abyssal. Meanwhile, Finite and High Buddy, they're just gonna be in the enemy jungle, pushing out. Really scary place for High Buddy right now. He's actually gonna be spotted out.
I feel like he might get caught out. Good decision to back off and, port somewhere safely.
Yeah, PvC Master being very aggressive right there. He has no one there to back him up except Juan D right there. And Primordial Burst used by Cableman barely puts a dent onto him.
And that's the sad thing about Urgot is he's going to scale with mana. He already has his, Muramana? He has that completed, so that's going to be a ton of damage coming his way. He's going to get an instant shield every, 10 10 seconds.
Couple of seconds, yeah.
And he's just going to be a tanky, essentially a tank. He's going to be in the front line, he's going to be shooting people down.
Yeah, look, Urgot can do so much with so little. He really, I would not be surprised to see a Frozen Heart come up for him very soon.
I would not. He is electing to go for that Hex Trigger due to facing Lissandra in lane, getting that little defensive.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to finish that out into a Maw, and that's going to be even better for him, giving that... Oh, hi buddy, getting caught out a little.
What are you doing, man? You cannot get caught out like that. Unfortunately, Cableman didn't go in. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, Sivir did have that spell shield, so maybe, he was trying to wait out that spell shield, hoping she would use it on to the event horizon.
Possibly.
Yeah, just thinking it from his perspective, but, ultimately nothing gained out of that with Hi Buddy being so far out of position.
Yeah.
Oh, the Crab God.
Oh, Juan Dig in that top lane. Late September, cannot escape. Another ultimate canceling out that glacial path. And Juan Dig does get locked down by that Frozen Tomb, but it's not enough.
Nope, not enough. Especially with the Merc Treads, that Frozen Tomb's not going to last as long as it's needed.
Juan Dig is just going to be insane in those team fights. Well, he's actually already insane in the team fights, but really, the person that we're all going to be looking at in those fights is going to be Terry Shadow. He's just going to be such a huge blur.
Reset City.
Well, Dragon is up in 20 seconds, and look at that, Juan Dig doing his job again, providing so much instant pressure in that top lane, forcing 2 members to his position right there. 3 members with the Lissandra.
Yep, and Vice showing top.
It's so
Vice showing top, that's a free dragon.
Yeah,
Flashes away from the Vault Breaker.
Assault and Barney gonna use for that lockdown, but Kaleman can't get anything. M-Pan, he's able to just survive against 1D. But again, another dragon. This is going to be the 4th dragon at 27:45 minutes into the game. And the pressure that Wandi is putting in this game, he can easily be a contender for MVP.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing his job in the team. He's providing the pressure, he's making sure he's getting his ultimate onto the right people. And just, the whole team is just perfectly rotating when every single move they make. Keeping the entire jungle, and honestly, I would, he's doing great on Urgot, but I'm going to give, if I had to choose right now for this game, PPC Master is the MVP. It's all about the wards right now. The warding is what is giving Dictator Sue's minions the freedom to do whatever they want.
Right now, they're setting a bit of a fight, and there's Finite going in. They're going to solo out Cable Master. He's able to buy for now, but a beautiful crescendo stuns him in place, and he's going to fall to Finite. Late September puts the ultimate down onto himself, but one being finishing him off with that Q, and they're going to set their sights on to go deep, and he's going to fall as well. Everyone gets to kill everyone. Poso Pro.
Now they don't have a minion wave in the mid lane. They do have somewhat one in the bottom. I'm curious if they decide to just rotate as 5 to go to this bot lane, or... Alright, so it looks like they're going to do somewhat of a 2-3 push.
Yeah, they have the mid lane pushing, they have that bottom lane already pushing, and with the Urgot they can push very quickly. Finite's going to be there as well, and this inhibitor tower is going to go down. 5 seconds still left for the rest, for two members.
And they can even get both inhibs. They're all healthy, they all have plenty of mana.
Yeah, Hi Buddy, taking that inhibitor tower, they should be able to get this just down to half health. Finite, putting some auto decks down.
There it is.
With the ultimate, Cableman immediately blown up. And he cannot walk that close to 1D without getting position reversed.
They just aren't respecting the Crab God.
Now, Hi Buddy, just going to walk away from this. Dictator Sue's winning. This is... I really hope that... I believe the winner of this game is going to be playing against...
My team. Bare Naked Lantern.
Bare Naked Lantern. I hope someone is watching this game and taking notes, Because
Hey.
if this is a team that comes out during that semifinals, it's going to be a really intense game. There's late September and Mpan putting a lot of pressure onto Juan D. He's gonna get locked up by that frozen tomb, and he's gonna die.
I mean, he's gonna die, but that's a lot of, you know, wasted ultimates.
2 ultimates down onto him.
And a flash.
Oh, that's correct. And a flash.
So, I mean, it would have been worth if it was just the ultimates, but Mpan did use his flash, and he's not tanky, so once he goes in, he's gonna die. With Katarina being as fed as she is, even if they go right onto Katarina, or Sivir, or, you know,
Yeah, and,
Sona.
there's the Baron. There's the Baron being started by Dictator Stu's Winions, and with no vision coverage in the immediate or general area of that topside jungle.
Yep, there's no
gonna
response.
have to let this happen. They have no idea what's happening, and there it is. Baron buff going over to Dictator Stu's Winions, and 1D coming up not in time, does not get the Baron buff.
Poor Zergat.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He's just gonna teleport to that pink ward in the enemy jungle, and look at that. Deep God needs to be careful. Juan D puts a ward, and he spots out the Morgana, stopping it, and she's preoccupied in the shop.
This is why you back before you buy, guys.
This is why that is indeed correct. 3 members of Dictator Zeus in the top lane with Baroned up minions. They're going to be pushing in that top lane tower. Cableman cannot do anything. There's Juan D, giant enemy crab god joining the fight. There it is. Late September going in the middle of the enemy team. Pirate Shadow has the Zanya, sees himself alive, and he gets the first kill onto Lissandra, starting their killing streak back up. Now Poso Pro trying to survive, but it's an immediate double kill.
Lord.
Pirate Shadow though locked down underneath those towers. He's going to end up falling, but the damage has been done. 3 members are already down. There's Mpan. He's actually surviving. Giant enemy crab got even ulted into the enemy fountain and lived to tell the tale. He's going to end up dying as some BM anyways, but it doesn't matter. This game is over. This is going to be Dictator Zeus Winions winning over Team Yamato 32 minutes into this game. They'll be moving on to the semifinals, and they're going to be playing against bare naked laners.